The meeting is now open to the public, and can I remind you all that this meeting is being recorded and broadcast throughout Parliament buildings and online, and as per all our meetings in the time of COVID-19, today's meeting will be a hybrid meeting, so we have the option of attending in person or via Starleaf. So the following members are attending via video conferencing today, and that is Christopher Stalford. So agenda item 1, apologies. Today we have apologies from both Alan Chambers and Mark Durkin. And in the room we've got myself, Emma Sheeran, the Chair, the Vice Chair, Paula Bradshaw, Carol McCullum and Stephen Dunn. So our second item is Chair's business, and I have a number of items that I want to go through quite quickly. Members, you'll find a note of the informal committee session held on the 1st of July 2021 in your pack. That's at page 5 of your meeting papers, if members are content to note. Yeah. And we also then have a note of the committee strategy day, which we had last Thursday, the 2nd of September, and you've a note with detail of the strategy day at page 7 of your meeting papers. Again, are members content with the note of the strategy day as drafted? Yep. Brilliant. So then number 3 is our draft minutes, and you'll find the draft minutes for a meeting on the 1st of July at page 10 of the pack. Are members content with the minutes as drafted? Yep. Brilliant. Number 4, matters arising. Does anyone have any matters arising? No. I'll take that as a no. Brilliant. So then, every Craig, we have our forward work programme. Can I refer members to the draft forward work programme on page 17 of your meeting pack? So you'll be aware that the committee today, during an informal session, will be considering the potential rights for inclusion. These discussions are likely to further inform our forward work programme and decide when we'll be having our next meetings. So can we agree the provisional forward work programme at this time?
Great.
Okay. If you had chance to look at the emails received and the meeting pack, you'll notice that during our strategy day we had suggested that we consider the rights that have been brought to us by the public consultation and by the different sectoral organisations that we have engaged with, and the proposal was that we would consider those rights, that members would go back to their different political parties, have a conversation with their parties, and then return to the to this committee to discuss from that point. So we might want to discuss how often we meet, and bear in mind that we have quite a short time now until our deadline for reporting. So as well as holding our weekly informal sessions, we have been holding a short public session every other week. So if you would like to increase the frequency of that to a short public session every week so that we can keep the public and other interested parties up to date, sign off on minutes, consider any correspondence in a timely manner, we can do that. So that's at members' discretion. Is everyone content? Yeah. So number 6, any other business? Does anyone have any other business that they would like to discuss? Paula?
Thank you, Chair. I was just wondering if we've heard anything back from TEO in relation to the
The panel of experts. No, we haven't had anything back. Our last correspondence was sent when, Clerk?
In June, I think, and the response was that it's still under consideration. Whether the members wish to write again a further letter or...
Thank you, Clerk. I don't know whether another letter will be useful, but I just am conscious that if we now move into judiciability and the nitty-gritty of the drafting, that it would be really useful to have some legal experts in the room to guide us, to make sure that we're using the right word, whether it's duty or may and all that. There's just some words that we just need to make sure we're keeping it right.
Additional to that, I think from the perspective of people involved in the sectoral organisations, the process isn't maybe totally understood in terms of who appoints the panel of experts, so it might not do any harm. We have got at this stage a sort of paper trail of us asking for that, but it mightn't do any harm to do that again. So I'm happy if members are happy to write again for follow-up. Yeah? Yeah. Okay. So the last item then on our agenda before our informal session is the date and time of our next meeting, which we will decide upon in closed session. So we can now close the meeting.
29.